Welcome to topquranclasses.com. In this video, you will learn the substitute lengthening, the presented sukun lengthening, and the soft lengthening. We learned before about tanween. Tanween means to repeat the vowel above the last letter of a word. The first vowel is pronounced normally as vowel, and the second one is pronounced noon sakina. Like this word, ragadan, ragadan. Tanween is pronounced noon sakina. For tanween al-fatha only, we pronounce the first vowel in stoppage. Listen, رغدا, we pronounce the first vowel only, رغدا. And because we have alif after it, we add this alif only for tanween al-fatha. It's not real part of the word. Because of this alif, we pronounce the vowel for 2 beats. Listen, رغدا. The same for next word, عما. We pronounced one vowel, and this letter that looks like ya is another shape for alif. Alif has 2 shapes in Quran. This is the first one, and the second one looks like ya. It comes only at the last letter of its word. So this word is عما. For next one, listen, رخاء. We have required attached lengthening. We have lengthening letter followed by hamza in the same word. As we learned before, we prolong it for 4 or 5 beats. رخاء. The same for this tanween al-fatha. We pronounced one vowel in stoppage, and we made lengthening for 2 beats. We can't see alif here after this hamza. For some rule, we don't add alif after hamza because hamza can't be written between 2 alif. One of them is not real part of the word. The only case that we don't make lengthening with tanween al-fatha when the last letter that has tanween is ta marbuta, closed ta. Why? Because in stoppage we pronounce this ta as ha. Listen, we have this word darajatan ends with ta. In stoppage we pronounce it ha. Listen, darajah, darajah. We pronounce this ta as ha without any vowel. So for this one, we don't have lengthening. Why? Because the last letter is closed ta. We pronounce it in stoppage, letter ha, darajah. As we learned before, when we stop on a word, we pronounce its last letter without any vowel. So the last letter noon will be pronounced sakin without any vowel. Now we have lengthening letter before this stoppage letter. In this case, if you have lengthening letter followed by stoppage letter, you can prolong the lengthening letter for 2 beats. Listen, Ar-Rahman, or you can prolong it for 4 beats, Ar-Rahman, or 6 beats. Listen, Ar-Rahman. Again, this happens when you have lengthening letter followed by the stoppage letter. The same for letter واو. We have الرحيم الغفور. When we stop on al-Ghafur, we pronounce the last letter ra without any vowel. This stoppage letter ra is preceded by lengthening letter. We can prolong it for 2 beats. الرحيم الغفور, or 4 beats. الرحيم الغفور, or 6 beats. الرحيم الغفور. And the same for letter ya. We have this word al-Aziz. The last letter is pronounced sakin in stoppage. It's preceded by lengthening letter. We can prolong it for 2 beats. Listen. القوي العزيز, or 4 beats. Listen. القوي العزيز, or 6 beats. القوي العزيز. In Arabic, we say this lengthening letter equals sakin letter. The lengthening letter waw equals waw sakina. As we can prolong this lengthening letter for 2, 4, or 6 beats in stoppage, the same for them as sakin letter. This waw sakina can be prolonged for 2, 4, or 6 beats. For 2 beats, لا ظلم اليوم. For 4 beats, لا ظلم اليوم. For 6 beats, لا ظلم اليوم. So the same when you have letter waw sakin before the stoppage letter, you can prolong it 2 beats, 4 beats, or 6 beats. And the same for letter ya. When you have ya sakin before the stoppage letter, you can prolong it for 2 beats. Listen. على الغيب, or for 4 beats. على الغيب, or for 6 beats. على الغيب. And we do qalqala with this letter ba in stoppage. What about letter alif? Letter alif always come in Arabic for lengthening only. We can't see alif with vowel or sukoon. Alif always for lengthening only. So again, when you have lengthening letter alif, waw, or ya before the stoppage letter, you can prolong them 2 beats, 4 beats, or 6 beats. And if you have waw sakina or ya sakina before the stoppage letter, the same, you can prolong them 2 beats, 4 beats, or 6 beats. And as you see, every one of waw sakina and ya sakina preceded by fatha. We learned substitute lengthening, where we have tanween al-fatha above the last letter of the stoppage word. We pronounce the first vowel only with lengthening, but we don't pronounce the second vowel for tanween. Listen. رغدا. The same for this one. رخاء. Also, we learned presented sukoon lengthening, where the lengthening letter is followed by the stoppage letter. As we learned before, we don't pronounce the vowel of the stoppage letter, so we can prolong this lengthening letter for 2, 4, or 6 beats. And finally, we learned soft lengthening, where we have waw sakina or ya sakina before the stoppage letter. We can prolong them also 2 beats, 4 beats or 6 beats because واو ساكنة and ياء ساكنة equals واو for lengthening and ياء for lengthening.